If you're wondering how to upgrade your character efficiently, then you need to understand inner ways. This is one of the most important progression systems in the game, but it's also one of the most RNG heavy. In this guide, I'll explain what inner ways do, how to farm them efficiently, which ones to prioritize, and how to avoid wasting valuable resources. Let's get started. What are inner ways? Inner ways are passive upgrades that improve your character's stats and can even change how your weapons or combat mechanics function. Each inner way belongs to either a specific path or is universal, and falls into categories like attack, defense, or support. You can equip up to 4 inner ways at a time. Your primary weapon's inner way should always be equipped, and depending on your build, you may not even need the inner way for your secondary weapon. For your remaining slots, prioritize inner ways that provide consistent buffs with high uptime. This is for general gameplay. Speedrunning and other endgame content may require more niche inner way combinations. Upgrading inner ways. Inner ways are upgraded using inner way notes. Every inner way starts at tier 0 and can be upgraded to tier 6. Here's how many notes you'll need. Tier 1, 10 notes. Tier 2, 20 notes. Tier 3, 30 notes. Tier 4, 40 notes. Tier 5, 100 notes. Tier 6, 200 notes. That's 400 total notes to fully max a single inner way. Your first tier 6 should always be your primary weapon's inner way. How to get inner way notes. Most of your notes won't come directly. They'll come from inner way note chests, which give a random note when opened. Let's go over the repeatable weekly sources. Weekly sources. Energy consumption provides roughly 63 chests per week if you spend the maximum weekly energy. Sword Trial gives 3 chests for every 60 energy spent. Outposts provide 1 chest per 20 energy. Campaign bosses also give 1 chest per 20 energy. Additional weekly rewards include Hero's Realm, 5 chests. Season Shop, 40 chests. Path Trial Legacy Exchange, 5 chests. Inner Way Tips Exchange, up to 600 chests every week. Altogether, you can earn approximately 713 Inner Way Note chests every week through repeatable content. That assumes you're recycling enough unwanted notes to buy all 600 weekly chests from the Tips Exchange, which is completely achievable if you're only investing in a handful of inner ways. Out of the 713 chests, you can expect to get between 40 and 80 inner notes per week for an inner that you are focusing on. That's somewhere between a 5.6 to 11% chance to get an inner way note that you need every time you open an inner way chest. If you are focusing on just 3 inners at a time, you can typically upgrade a gold quality inner way from tier 0 to tier 6 in about 8 weeks. Less if you are lucky. Tips Exchange. This is where resource management becomes incredibly important. Any unwanted inner way notes can be recycled into vintage bookplates, which are then used in the Inner Way Tips Exchange. Every week, your priority should be purchasing the custom swap chest. Unlike the standard chests, this lets you choose a specific path branch, making it much easier to target the inner way you're actually upgrading. Here's how many bookplates you receive when recycling. Gold Path Note 15. Gold Universal 10. Purple Path 5. Purple Universal 4. Blue Note 3. Instead of trying to upgrade everything, focus on just 3 or 4 inner ways. Recycle everything else, and you'll consistently have enough bookplates to purchase all 600 custom swap chests every week. Inner way conversion. The conversion system lets you swap one inner way with another of the same rarity. Gold converts into gold. Purple converts into purple. Blue inner ways cannot be converted. Each season includes 8 free conversions, and after that, each conversion costs 500 Echo Jade, up to 16 paid conversions. How conversion works. When you convert 2 inner ways, you're essentially swapping their upgrade tiers, but the process looks a little like a reset. Both selected inner ways will drop straight back to tier 0. However, their accumulated notes are returned to you in reverse. In the example you see here, I have a tier 3 Restoring Blossom inner with 21 unallocated notes. If I want to convert it with Battle Anthem that's at tier 0, both will reset to tier 0 and I will get 81 inner notes for Battle Anthem and 0 notes for the Restoring Blossom. This allows me to upgrade Battle Anthem to tier 3, thus converting from one inner to another. Path versus universal conversion. This is where things get interesting. Converting between the same type, path to path or universal to universal, is a simple one-to-one exchange. But converting between path and universal changes the rate of exchange. For gold quality, 3 universal notes become 2 path notes, which is a 33% loss. 2 path notes become 3 universal notes, giving you a 50% gain. This means only 267 path nodes are needed to create a maxed universal inner way through conversion. But converting the other direction requires 600 universal nodes to produce the 400 path nodes needed for Tier 6. Purple inner ways work similarly. 5 universal become 4 path. 4 path become 5 universal. So upgrading a purple path inner way first can save resources if you later convert it into a universal version. The system exists mainly to make changing paths easier, rather than as an upgrade strategy. There is a way to use this feature to speed up upgrading your path inner way to Tier 6 via the Path Guide and Path Trial challenges. Refer to my Zero to Hero inner way guide for details.